What's up, y'all? It's your boy JTMM, aka Just 10 More Minutes, aka the Freaking 10. And we are back with another Sabaton. This one is 40 to 1. It's one that y'all have requested quite a bit, and I keep wanting to get to. And so finally, I was looking at the list of songs, and I was like, that one, yes. That's the one we're going to do. I don't know what I'm doing Wednesday yet, but I saw this, and I was like, everybody's been asking for this one. Yeah, I may do Soldier of Heaven. I mean, there's so many that obviously I could choose from. And if you do make a request and you see that I don't cover it necessarily in an order, don't take it personal. It's just mind is flying. That's all it is. So never take it personal if I don't follow an order or do a back-to-back or something like that you may ask for. It's just how my mind works. I'll just apologize up front. But this one I'm looking forward to, because when you say 40 to 1, in what sense, right? There's so many different ways. And obviously I saw the thumbnail with this guy with a helmet on. So, obviously it's a battle, but is it truly 40 to 1? Is it, one tank against 40 people? Is it 40 people versus one tank? Is it one army versus an entire nation? I mean, there's so many different ways, right, that my brain spins with that. So I'm very interested to see, as always, where Sabaton takes it. So with that being said, let's switch it up. Let's check it out.
We're gonna give you 40 to 1!
Okay, so hearing that, obviously Germany and Poland, as I heard, obviously soldiers of Poland and the wrath of the Wehrmacht. Baptized in fire 40 to 1. So silent before the storm, awaiting command. A few has been chosen to stand. As one outnumbered by far, the orders from high command, fight back, hold your ground. In early September it came. A war unknown to the world, no warning they entered that land that is protected by Polish hand. Unless you are 40 to 1, your force will soon be undone. Baptized by fire, 40 to 1, spirits of Spartans, death and glory. Soldiers of Poland, second to none. Wrath of the Wehrmacht brought to a halt. I say it every video. And I could use the voice feature and say it live, which I may set up and do. But right now...
It was about that time that JTMM knew he wanted to see the history.
Yeah, I want to see it. I want to understand this. Because when you say 40 to 1, and it says, no warning they entered the land that is protected by Polish hand unless you are 40 to 1. All right, let's keep going.
The 8th of September it starts. The rage of the Reich. A barrage of mortars
You know, and there's a specific reason I haven't done Sabaton concerts yet. Because I know I'm screwed. And I say that in the nicest way possible because if you've watched my Nightwish videos, Nightwish gets me every freaking time. And the one song I did, which was the war, the 30-year war, and they're standing there and you have that crowd singing along. I remember just how emotional it was. And I see the energy they put into every show of the clips that I've seen. And you know, it's that type of crowd interaction where you take it, as I've said many a times, from a musician to a performer and an entertainer, and these guys are just freaking awesome. The energy level that you saw them putting out, you know, it's just one of those things. You draw energy from the crowd and you go, man. Now, as far as the song goes, again, I want to see the history because you know the video showed, right, a lot of soldiers dying and talked about the barrage of the mortars and artillery and this captain that pledged his life, but I wasn't quite sure as to, is that, you know, one, is it just the one captain, is it this one infantry, what is it that was representing the one? And if I missed an obvious, my apologies. You know, I'm trying to comprehend multiple things and take it all in. um because it says, you know, in early September, or excuse me, I already did that one. The 8th of September, it starts the Rage of the Reich, which I'm assuming is when they invaded. A barrage of mortars of guns. Stand past, the bunkers will hold. The captain has pledged his life. I'll face my fate here. The sound of artillery strikes so fierce, the thunder of guns. So come, bring all that you've got. Come hell, come high water, never stop. Unless you're 40 to 1, your lives will soon be undone. Undone. Baptized in fire, 40 to 1, spirits of Spartans, death and glory, soldiers of Poland, second to none. I like the way that just rolls off your tongue, right? Because baptized in fire, 40 to 1, spirits of Spartans, death and glory, soldiers of Poland, second to none. It still just flows really, really well. Wrath of the Wehrmacht brought to a halt. And it was really cool. And I'm sure they've done, you know, more updated videos with this, but the always remember a fallen soldier. And why I smiled at that was the crowd response of singing along and just the emotion you could see in their faces. Always remember father and sons at war. Always remember a fallen soldier. Always remember fallen fathers and sons at war. Always remember fallen soldier. Always remembered. Buried in history. That's probably the strongest line of the entire song. Because of, that's exactly where a lot of these stories go, are buried in history and we forget about them. And that's why I continue to do Sabaton, is to put it out there. So if someone new comes to the channel and sees it and has never heard of Sabaton or what they're about, they get to see both the song and the history as they break them down. You know, and I always leave the link to the original video. So if they want to go check it out without my annoying ass talking, they most certainly can. No vermin may enter the land that is protected by Polish hand. Unless you are 40 to 1, your force will soon be undone. And then they repeat the baptized in fire, 40 to 1, spirits of Spartans, death and glory, soldiers of Poland, second to none. Wrath of the Wehrmacht brought to a halt. No, no, no. Another one. I truly, I feel like every time I sit down, I should grab a pen and paper and take notes for this history lesson that I'm learning about. And I say that jokingly, but in some senses, it's so true. You know, damn. I feel like, honestly, you could have a Sabaton album, and with each album, take notes. And at the end, there's a test. And at the end of it, you get some sort of certification about learning true world history, not the hidden crap that everybody, it tells us about. Or I shouldn't say the hidden crap, the crap that they focus on, rather than these true stories of inspiration and triumphs, and also these battles that we don't hear about a lot, at least from the state's perspective, right? Some of these are very near and dear to the heart of these individual countries that went through it. But I just feel as a global whole that, man, the history just sucks at being taught. Let me switch it up. Like I said, jokingly, I and I actually have literally a notepad. It was my son's for his schoolwork, but I literally, I was sitting there looking, I was like, man, I just need to start taking notes down, because everything that they teach you is just something new. And the history for tomorrow is going to be just that much more. God, I love doing Sabaton stuff. I really do. It gives me just that rush of knowledge, and I love knowledge. I get that same feeling with a lot of these bands that I'm covering, where I dive down the rabbit hole, whether it be Poets of the Fall or The Warning or Nightwish or Ginger or Sabaton, you know, uh, uh, Alter Bridge. I mean, I could go on and on. But that's that rush of emotion that I get with each one of, listen to the stories, listen to what they're teaching you about, whether it's about life, about love, hardships, tribulations, whatever. I love it. That's the rush I get from this. Man. All right, that's going to do it for this one. Y'all know what to do. You know what? Why not? If you liked the video, hit that like button, leave a comment, let me know what you thought. I know you will. You'll give me some history on what this is about. And if you like the content, hit that subscribe button. It's free 99. Yes, I brought back the awful dad joke. It's free 99. It's free. But quite honestly, y'all know what it is. It just lets me know as a content creator that the content I'm putting out there is worth your while. I'm a goofball, I'm a dork, but you know what? Y'all love me, I love y'all. It's what this is all freaking about. Man, another great video. Y'all know who I am, what I'm about, all of that stuff. Like, subscribe, and share. Till next time, I'm out.